announced my retirement really at the beginning of the year. I told my chancellor that this year would be my last year. I thought that it would be good to let them know in advance and really to see what the next chapter is going to be. And we have no specific plans right now, but I'd love to give back to the community. Community has been good to me and my family. Maybe, Liz, something like Habitat for Humanities.
Oh, cool.
Meals on Wheels, just kind of being affiliated in the church. And then I'll do some, I still want to work with young people to encourage them and motivate them and try and eliminate the barriers to get them to go on to college and really
awesome.
Enhance the quality of their lives. So it's going to be full, but right now I'm going to take off for about 3 months and just not do anything. Enjoy the Christmas
life.
holidays. Enjoy life. Yes, yes. Working 8 and 9 days a week is not a lot of fun at all.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So tell me what you feel like some of your biggest accomplishments were and how you've seen Lawson State evolve over the last 3+ decades.
Well, when I went to Lawson State in 1987, you were probably real small, still in grade school. But Lawson State we had some issues and some concerns that needed to be dealt with. And we were not everyone's first choice. And that's putting it mildly. But at any rate, over the years, we went in, looked at the problems where we had issues and concerns. We needed to create a quality educational program. We put an outstanding staff and faculty together. And over the years, we have built up to roughly 5,000 students, credit and non-credit. Now, yeah, so when I started out in 87, we had maybe 1,000 students on campus. And so we have grown significantly. A lot of achievements. We've renovated every building on campus. We've built probably 3 or 4 or 5 new buildings on campus. We have on-campus student housing. We got our own police department with the arrest authority. We've been recognized by the White House as a champion of change for our outstanding workforce development programs. We've got a lot of STEM-related programs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Our instructional programs, specifically our nursing program, has been recognized a couple of years ago as the #1 nursing program in the state of Alabama. So we are really, really proud of that. And people flock to get into our nursing program. The building you see behind me, the Academic Success Center, is the latest building on campus. And it's the largest facility on campus, but it houses all of our student activities in that building, and students simply love it. They can come in and they can do admissions, records, financial aid, fill out any of their forms they need to fill out. We've got our bookstore, our cafeteria, testing, everything that students will need to be successful is in this building. So in 2015, President Obama came to visit the college and stayed with all day, and it was just a great time for community, for college, for our faculty and staff. Many students got a chance to meet him. So there are so many things that we've been able to achieve over the last 33 years that we all are very proud of. And Lawson State is recognized now as one of the premier institutions in the state of Alabama and around the country as well.
That's so awesome. You know, what do you think some of the benefits are for young people who are maybe considering workforce versus a 2-year school versus a 4-year school? Why go the community college route?
One of the main reasons has to do with just simply the cost. The quality of what you will get at Lawson State Community College is equal to the 4-year colleges and universities. And I'll simply look at it like this for one thing. The accrediting agency that accredits Lawson State and all of the other 4-year colleges and universities in the state and in the southeastern region is the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, Commission on Colleges and Schools. They accredit all of the faculty and staff at all of our institutions, and our faculty will have to have the same credentials that they do at all the 4-year universities. We don't get any slack, any difference because we're a 2-year college. So the quality of instruction is consistent with the first 2 years, for sure. And the cost is significantly different.
Much lower.
Yeah, much, much lower. So, you know, I talk to parents and to students about coming to the 2-year college, literally cutting your financial expenses in half. It just makes all the sense in the world to be able to do that. And all of our credits, if you're on a college transfer program, those credits will transfer to the 4-year college and universities in the state and outside of the state. And so you get a chance to really cut it in half, and you don't have to do all the student loans. And when you get your 4-year degree from whichever institution you're going to, that's what your degree will say, that particular institution. So it just makes all the sense in the world to do that. And our students are involved in research. They travel around the country, competing around the country and around the state, competing against other students in 2-year colleges and 4-year colleges. They do presentations in Washington, D.C. So it's a choice that they can make. Now, here's the other part that people don't talk about. You hear about the career technical programs, and many of our students, Liz, will make more money than many students from the 4-year colleges. You look at students in our nursing program, our associate degree ADN nursing program, they can work, they can go in and out of the job market anytime they would like. And many times we've got several of our graduates who are making in excess of $100,000 in the nursing field, combination of being a supervisor and other things like that. And then Lawson State has the largest automotive program of all the other 2-year colleges in the state of Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Right. Yeah, right now we train technicians for Ford, GM, Toyota, and Mercedes-Benz. There's no other 2-year college in the state that has that many programs. Plus now we have a collision program, an auto body collision program. We have a diesel program, heavy duty trucks and things like that. And then we have a generic automotive program that many of the dealers will come by and look for the best and brightest students from that program and pull those students in. So if you want to be in the automotive arena, you can do that. And a number of our graduates who leave with their certification can start off at $55,000 to $65,000 a year. And then if they're good and sharp, within 3 years or so, they could very easily be into 6 figures. So It's phenomenal what two-year colleges can do, and more people are beginning to understand that. And with COVID-19, they can come out and not go back to the four-year colleges right now.
Yeah.
We've got online and distance learning programs where they can do virtual instruction. And I realize that many of the four-year colleges can as well, but ours cost a whole lot less. Whole lot less. And it's the same thing. I mean, it's like when you go shopping and you go into one department store and you find out that you can get a pocketbook at this store for $500, and you can go next door to another store and you can get the same pocketbook for $250.
Right.
Well,
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you go next door, and then that other $250, you use it to spend on something else later. Right. So that's really what happens with us in the educational community.
And I think, so many people, especially in the central Alabama area, are going into workforce development in these career technical paths and starting their careers younger. How do we keep the best and the brightest in our state, right? Like, we don't want them to then get this great education and then they take their businesses elsewhere, their talents elsewhere. How do we make sure that these young people are staying in the state and starting their families here and growing this area?
Well, we've got to keep letting people know about the fine things that this metro area has to offer. There are a lot of really, really great things going on. We've got Red Mountain Theater, Red Mountain Park. We've got all the various cities and municipalities around that offer so many things. And, at one point in time in my life, I really wanted to go over to the great city of Atlanta, Georgia. I thank God that I didn't do that at that time, because now the traffic is bad over there. It's absolutely not the place to be. It's a great city. It's a great city, but all except for the traffic. But to stay here and to be able to go down to Railroad Park, we've got the art museum.
Right.
One of the things that we oftentimes take for granted and don't think about, we've got some very, very fine healthcare facilities in the metro area. We are truly blessed to have the great variety of medical care facilities here. We think about the Kirkland Clinic, Grandview, St. Vincent's, UAB, all of the healthcare facilities, the Callahan Eye Foundation, all of those things we sometimes take for granted, but people drive in and come in from all over the country to the Callahan Foundation and to the UAB facilities. And we've got great educational facilities here. The city is growing. We need to let our young people know that there are really, really great opportunities here, attract more business and industries to the city, and proud of our young people who are entrepreneurs and who are trying new and different things. And I think Central Alabama Voices is going to be a fantastic interest for people here, because it's a great way of getting things out to the community. Social media is just a fantastic way of doing that, and I certainly applaud you all for taking off. But we've got to share that with our young people, and technology is the way to do that and communicate with our young people now. So letting them know and then encouraging them and creating the best educational facilities and jobs to keep them here.
Absolutely. I think that's a great point. I also want to touch on, I know Lawson State puts a lot of emphasis on diversity and inclusion. Obviously you've been a role model for that over the years. How important do you think it is to keep minorities coming to Lawson State, coming to the Birmingham area, and again, to keep them in this area?
Well, that's absolutely essential. That's the way the world is. That's who the world is now. And if you don't focus, even though we're an HBCU, we're focusing on diversity. And I think we're making a difference in that area. We're getting many more Hispanic students in, and you know, some years ago, back in 2005, Lawson State and Bessemer State Technical College merged. Don't know if you were aware of that or not, but
Oh, cool.
since that time, we have grown into a very, very formidable institution offering great quality instructional programs and career technical programs and workforce development programs. And I've got a motto and a belief that if you create the very best programs in the area and you put a lot of emphasis on quality and results, people will come to your institution regardless of who they are to find the very best program. And we're finding that out. And one of the things we just appointed a young man to head up one of our diversity programs, Jose Alvarado. Jose has been at the college since high school. He graduated from Ramsey High School, and he worked with us part-time in the admissions office while he was in school. And he graduated, went to Montevallo, then he came back, and he was hired full-time at the college. And now Jose is an enrichment specialist and coordinator of our diversity program. And he is working he is really working really hard to create a citywide, statewide diversity program for the college that will focus on all nationalities.
That's awesome.
And he's been doing some of that, but we're really excited now because that is specifically in his job description. And so he's going to pull all of the international students together, all the diversity together, to have them on campus, and they'll meet quarterly, and hopefully that's going to bring more students in.
That's so cool. So I want to end with this. Obviously, you've been at Lawson State for a long time. You know, what is your hope in terms of leaving it in good hands? What's your hope and goals for the future now that you're stepping into your next chapter?
Yeah, the next chapter for me, I think we'll put it in God's hands. He's going to direct me in terms of where I need to go and what I need to do. And there's so many things that I want to do and excited about doing it. I have to hold myself back because I can't do everything. And I can't get involved in everything. But there's a young lady who has been appointed to Lawson State as interim president, Dr. Cynthia Anthony. And she's been a part of the college since the merger back in 2005. So she is familiar with everyone on campus, with our procedures, policies. She's been an interim president before. So there's really no downtime. She'll be able to come in, hit the ground running, and then I think take it to the next level. And we're excited about that. And I think we're talking about getting Lawson State to the point that they are the #1 institution in the 2-year college system. And really, Liz, at one point in time, we were listed a couple of years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, as the number 5 best college, or the 5th best college in the country by the Washington Monthly. So I didn't mention that earlier, but we want to continue to build on that foundation of a quality institution with great faculty, great administrators, and focus on student success and help them to be everything they want to be. And I think she's going to obviously be able to come in and do that, move the college to the next level. And so I'm excited about the future of Lawson State. And I think it's a good time for me to transition out, get some new blood in to start making some things happen. And she'll be able to bring in some new people too to help move the college forward.
That's so great. Well, I'm so glad that you were able to come and sit down with us today, and for everything that you've done for Lawson State. I know you've made a big name there, big shoes to fill.
Well, we have tried to do the best we can, and Lawson is pretty well known.
Yeah.
Now throughout the city, throughout the county, the state, and even internationally. We a couple of years ago we had an international conference on campus that we hosted, and many of those people came from Europe, where they were presidents and chancellors of other two-year colleges in Europe, and we exchanged ideas. So
that's awesome.
Lawson has been involved in a lot of things like that, and we're really proud of that. And I think they'll certainly take it to the next level.
That's so great. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and enjoy your retirement.
I'm going to try my very best to do that.